Today we're working on section 2.5 where we're focused on adding whole numbers. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at our guided practice here. We're going to look at numbers 1 and number 2. So the first thing we're going to do is when we add whole numbers, we are always starting in our ones place. So we're going to start with our smallest place here and we're going to work our way larger. So we'll start with the ones, then we'll go to the tens, hundreds, and thousands. And we're always working our way up because we always start down here at the ones place. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to add what is directly above and below each other. So I like to draw these little lines just so I know. So I have 1 plus 5. That's my first thing I'm going to write down. 1 plus 5, I think in my head, 1 more than 5, I'm going to have 6. So right below it, and it's really important that we keep these place values, I'm going to write 6. Now I'm moving on to my tens. This is, again, favorite number. 0 makes everything super easy. We know from our earlier unit with our subtraction and addition rules that this 6 plus 0 is going to stay 6. So again, I'm writing this down and it's going right below it. And we make sure again that this is lined up. It makes it a lot easier and so we don't get confused. Now, this is where it becomes a little more difficult because this is where we're going to have some regrouping. All right, we have 9 plus 2. 9 plus 2 I know is 11. However, I cannot put 11 down here because it won't fit. You can only have one number in each place value spot. So in my hundreds place, when I get 11, what that actually means is I have 1,100 or 11 hundreds. Because I can't put that down like this, I need to break it up. So I'm going to put my 1 down here from my 11, and then my other part of my 11 is the 10, and that 1 goes up and over here. So now I carried that over. So now I completed my addition for my hundreds place by going 11 and putting my 1 down here from the ones place and my 1 from the tens place into my thousands place. Now I need to add all 3 of these because this is what's called regrouping or carrying that 1. So now I have 1 plus 2 plus 4. So I'm going to start with 1 plus 2. I know 1 plus 2 is 3. And then I add 3 and 4 and I get 7. So now I know my answer, and I add 2,961 plus 4,205. I end up with 7,166. And then because this one is a money problem, I'll put that money symbol in as well. Now let's take a look at number 2. Number 2, we're going to start the same way. We always start again from our ones place and work our way larger. So again, here's that 0. Zeros are fantastic because they make math super easy. I know that if I add 0 to anything, it stays the same. So 0 plus 5 is still going to remain a 5. And I'm going to write that right below this so it keeps it lined up. Now, this again is going to where we come into that regrouping like we did over with 9 plus 2. This time we have 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2 I know is 10. I cannot fit the whole 10 below here, so what I do is I end up putting, because 10 has a number in the tens place and the ones place, my ones place is going to stay underneath here, so I'll put that 0 there. And my tens place, let me switch colors here so you can see, my tens place gets carried over, and we need to add that now to our next number. So again, whenever we have that carryover, you can see it's 8 plus 2. The 0 is going to stay here because that's in my ones place in this number. And the 1, or my tens place, is going to get carried over to be a 1 on top of the hundreds now. Now I'm going to keep doing my adding. So I have now 3 plus 2, which would be 5, and then I need to remember to add my 1. So 1 plus 3 plus 2, and I end up with 6. Again, being very careful to keep my numbers lined up so they don't get confused. I have my comma here, so I remember to separate those periods. Now again, we get another 0, which is fantastic because they make it nice and easy to solve our problem. 0 plus 9, I know when I add anything plus 0, it stays the same, so 0 plus 9 stays 9. And then I end again going up and down, starting with my ones, working my way this way. They're directly above and below each other, so 2 plus 1 means 3. And now I know that 29,380 plus 10,225 is 39,605. So again, while you're doing this, make sure that you're taking your time. When they are lined up directly above and below each other, it makes it a lot easier. So if you're writing these problems out, always work so they fit directly above and below each other. And then remember with our regrouping that you're just splitting that number apart. So when we need to regroup, it's when our number is over 9. So once we hit 10, 11, 12, those regrouping numbers. And then you're always just splitting it where your ones place is staying, like in this case our 0 stayed. Or over here we had our 11. In this case, our ones place stayed and was left here, and then you're carrying that other one over. So this one is always getting carried over to the next spot. Take your time, work through these carefully. Make sure that you're taking your time with your addition on those facts. That's why we've been practicing on extra math, so we have these down, but make sure that you're taking your time and getting those facts correct as well. Good luck.